Oh yeah, another episode of Crystal's Nightcap. Happy Tuesday. That means you can watch Crystal's Nightcap on YouTube. Just type in La Crystal Rosas. And don't look at my high school videos because I have two La Crystal Rosas on YouTube. And one, I can't log into my high school email anymore. And that was my old YouTube. And it's just very embarrassing video. So don't click on that one. Click on the one where I have the Wild 949 logo in the back. That's the one where you're going to see my most recent videos on YouTube. So again, happy Tuesday. Make sure wherever you are listening on iTunes or YouTube or the free iHeartRadio app that you are subscribed. So then you'll get notified every single night when I bring out a brand new episode of Crystal's Nightcap. So we will start today with Hand Me the Headlines, just things that I saw in the news that were popping, trending, celebrity stuff, and all that. The first article I want to talk about, you can check it out, lacrystalrosas.com. There is a brand of toilet paper. You guys have probably heard Charmin. Charmin is doing us millennials good. Charmin just came out with, I think this invention is better than the iPhone, if I'm going to be totally honest, because this really hits hard to home. Charmin toilet paper brand, like they even have not toilet paper. They also have paper towels, the brand Charmin. They came out with a millennial toilet paper roll. And it's not like a regular schmegular toilet paper roll. Sorry, this thing is, this microphone is like hella wonky and it doesn't stay straight. Okay, is that good? My 18-year-old producer, Esteban, is rolling his eyes in the background. Crystal, what are you doing? Okay, so it's not a regular schmegular toilet paper sized roll. It is like, okay, if you're watching on YouTube, it is like one of those industrial ones where, you know how, let's say you'll go to Great America or you'll go to an establishment and they have the huge roll. Like that's like this big. I think it's 12 inches. I think it says in the article that the toilet paper roll is 12 inches. Not thick, not wide, but like I guess long this way, right? So it's super, super huge. So we don't have to keep replenishing the toilet paper roll because honestly, it is so annoying. I was thinking when I was reading this article, I was thinking in my head, like, I go to the bathroom so many times a day. I go pee in the garage that I live in probably 5 times a day. Okay, I get home a little after midnight, so that's one time when I get home. And then if I decide to go to the gym, which I haven't in like a month, I'll go to the gym and then I'll come back and I'll go again. So then there it is. That's 2. Okay, by this time, it's like 3 in the morning. I'll go to sleep at 3 in the morning, wake up at 11 in the morning to go pee again. That's 3. Yeah, that's 3. That's 4. And then I'll take another nap usually, or I'll go hang out with my mom, or I'll hang out with the baby, and then I'll come back. That's 5. That's already 5 by the time I leave for work, times that I go pee in a day. So I am constantly having to buy toilet paper, or like I have a Safeway across the street from my house, which is fine, but I'll go over there. But what I actually really do, which is kind of definitely Joanne the Scammer kind of thing, is here at work. I really shouldn't be saying this. I've only done this probably 3 times in total. But here at work, like in the bathroom that we have right here for the jocks, they just leave the toilet paper rolls. Like it isn't locked up or anything. If we need extra, they just like have them placed there. So like I definitely ran out the other day. I only have baby wipes that I'm using. So I'm going to steal this one, put it in my bag because I don't have one for home. But if I can get my hands on these huge millennial sized toilet paper rolls, I wouldn't have to do that as often. I don't mind cashing out extra for that. I will cash out extra so I don't have to replenish it. So I put this article on our Wild 949 Facebook, and one of the comments was like, well, it's not going to fit in the toilet paper holder thing. Okay, well then get a standing up toilet paper holder. Like go to Bed Bath & Beyond. I know they have the ones that stand up and it will fit on there too. But I think this is a really good idea. I think it's a super dope invention. I don't know why I haven't seen these out for the public yet. We only see the industrial ones for, like I said, Great Americas, or like, I don't know, some offices have them. You go to Kaiser, maybe you'll have the big toilet paper roll thing there. So now if Charmin could just do us the favor and actually bring these out for real, that would make me really happy. That would make your girl super happy. So the next story we're going to get into for Hand Me the Headlines has to do with this video that went viral over kind of the weekend and the beginning of this week. It already has over 5 million views on Twitter. So basically, it's a man who works at a hotel. He's working at a hotel and he's taking the selfie video of himself from the bottom. I can see. Like that's what you can tell. The angle of the video is from the bottom and it's pointing at him, and he's this black man who he's probably like 35 or something, and he's having a conversation with someone who wants to get a night at the hotel. and he's the clerk. Okay. So apparently there was a problem on the phone earlier before she checked in or tried to get a reservation at this hotel. I don't know what the exact scuffle was, but this lady who was being really rude to the guy on the phone ends up calling him the N-word on the phone when she's trying to book a hotel reservation. He wasn't having it. He hung up with her. She ends up walking into the hotel, and the lady walks into the hotel with her daughter, and she's kind of like apologizing to him, sort of kind of making excuses for why she used the N-word. And this man is like not losing his composure at all, because if I was him, I would have gone off. Like if I was a black man working and someone called me the hard N-word, like the F and N-word, I would be so done. Like I would just be like, get out of my face. I reserve the right to what is that saying? I don't know. I reserve the right to refuse service to anyone, kind of thing. But he was hella funny. Like she was saying things and he was just like clapping back, hella not rude. Like he wasn't rude. He wasn't being snappy. He didn't have an attitude. He just let sis know that it was not okay what she said and that she wasn't welcome at the hotel. Listen to this little clip.
I understand that, but you called me a no,
I'm sorry.
You weren't sorry when you said it on the phone. And the climate that we live in today's society,
I was sorry.
I understand that, but it's above me now.
I need a room tonight.
Well, there's the Best Western next door.
I've had a horrible day.
And I had a horrible time when hearing that.
He won't let me in.
It's above me.
Please let me.
It's above me. Sorry.
I got my
The Best
card.
Western is next door. She said what she said.
She said what she said. Not only that, I think his clapbacks were so good. I mean, it's above me now. That hashtag was like trending under the video. And then he was also saying, there's a Best Western next door. A lot of people were saying that too. Like, I can't wait to say there's a Best Western next door to someone for no reason. Okay, when you actually watch the video, you can check it out, lacrystalrosas.com. He was just calm, cool, and collected. And for a lot of people, like I said, that'd be really hard to do. That'd be really, really hard to do if someone called you just such foul name, is using, degrading you to the extreme. And for you just to say, it's above me now. I'm sorry. You're not welcome here. There's a Best Western next door. A lot of people in the comments were shading the lady how she was trying to use, like, for one part of it, she was like, my mother died the other day and I was just in a bad mood. It's like, okay, so that gives you an excuse to be racist and say racist things. It's 2019, you guys. That word has been canceled for years now. I don't know people out here are still saying those words that are super offensive to people in the black community. And, they're not having it. All right. This guy wasn't having it at all. He was clearly in a position of power where he could turn her away, refuse the right to refuse service to someone. So he did what he had to do. I commend him for being so calm, cool, and collected about that situation. I don't know if any of you listeners have been in a situation like that where someone just was saying some derogatory stuff to you. Has that ever happened to you? How did you relate to that? Like, how did you react to that? I mean, leave comments below if you're watching on YouTube or hit me up on socials at La Crystal Rosas. Something like that did happen to me one time. I was at a concert with my ex-boyfriend Stepping Stone, and we go up to like where they're serving drinks or something. And I forget what we asked. Oh, we asked for like beers, or we're asking for a beer or something. I think it was a wine tent, and we accidentally went up and asked for a beer. And the lady, she was super, super rude to my ex-boyfriend Stepping Stone. He looks like Puerto Rican. He is Mexican, but he looks Puerto Rican. And she said something like, "Oh, you can try this. You can try finding beer at a soccer game," or something like hella rude. The way she said it too was hella rude. And I know some of you guys might be like, okay, that wasn't. How could that be racist? It's really the tone, the way that someone says it. It's not always what people say, but it's the tone and how they look at you. And I just remember the girl, this lady, older white lady, looked at him and she was like, "You could probably try a soccer game." And we were just like, wait, what is that supposed to be? It was a country concert. That's what it was. It was a country concert. I'm not going to say the venue, but it was here in the Bay Area. And we went to see I think it was Luke Bryant. We went to see Luke Bryant, and this white older lady at the booth was hella rude, and she was like, "You guys can try a soccer," to him, not to me, because obviously I look white. But she was like, "You can try it at a soccer game," and we're like, "Wait, are you kidding? Like, who says that?" So we called her out for being hella rude, and I don't think that we told them. I don't think we really escalated it. I was the one who was trying to escalate it because I just found it super, super, super inappropriate. Very unprofessional how she approached the situation and talked to him and said that, especially that he looks hella Mexican, especially, or, Latino, and especially that we're at a like country concert. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel the vibes. You feel the vibes. So that's one time where I definitely felt that kind of negative racist vibe. It wasn't to me, like I said, because I look like a white girl. We're not gonna lie about that, but y'all know my dad's from Jalisco, my mom's from Durango. I am full-blooded Mexican. Nothing I can say about that, and I love it, and I am proud. But I do know that I look white. Like, I do know that to a certain extent. Like, I could have white privilege, honestly, and that was totally not cool. I don't know. Like I said, leave a comment below if you're watching on YouTube, or hit me up on socials at La Crystal Rosas if anything like that's happened to you. Totally not cool. But the way he handled it, this guy who worked at the hotel, he needs to be applauded for that. Again, go check out that video, lacrystalrosas.com. A video that I did see earlier today. We are continuing on with Hand Me the Headlines. Is Kylie Jenner. She put out her first vlog on YouTube. I think you probably know that Kylie Jenner has dibble-dabbled in YouTube. I think she's done some makeup, like get ready with me videos. I'm pretty sure she's done like a Vogue video or something like that. But we've never really seen a vlog from her. And she posted an actual vlog today, and it was a day in the life. So it was only like 15 minutes, and we can assume that it's going to be about a day in the life of Kylie Jenner. Yeah, Kylie Jenner, a day in the life right here, lacrystalrosas.com if you want to check it out. And I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder how this is. I wonder how she's going to be on a vlog. Is she going to be like, I don't know. I feel, okay, this is what I have to say about this. Remember how she had her show? The E! Network attempted to have a Kylie Jenner show, and there were a lot of high hopes for it. We got really excited about it. But when it actually came out, we couldn't really relate to her that much. She didn't really open up to the camera very much. She was kind of shy and timid. The storyline wasn't that great, and it didn't get renewed. It only happened for one season, and there's never a solid explanation on why or what exactly happened and why it wasn't renewed for another season. This was before she had her baby Stormy, but I just remember watching the Kylie Jenner show on E! Network, and I was just like, like there's it's missing something. It's missing salsa on the tacos or something. Like the Keeping Up with the Kardashian show, I love that show. I love watching Keeping Up with the Kardashian. But when it was just Kylie herself, like I don't know. It just didn't really stick. And apparently the viewers agreed because, like I said, it didn't get renewed. However, when I saw that Kylie Jenner was coming out with a YouTube vlog, like one of her first vlogs, I was like, okay, this is definitely more her demographic because she has a lot of younger fans. She has a lot of fans, and most of her fans are on YouTube. Most of her fans are beauty guru kids who like to watch, makeup reviews or watch podcasts on YouTube or watch vloggers. So I was like, this is kind of genius because her show clearly didn't work because people who watch TV are older these days. I don't have cable. When I want to watch TV, I have to go to my mommy and daddy's house. They have cable. I only watch YouTube and Netflix. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you watch at home. Do you guys still have cable? Do you watch cable? What's your age range? Like, let me know. But I really think people my age aren't really watching cable as much. Let me know in the comments below if you're watching on YouTube or hit me up on socials at La Crystal Rosas. What are you watching on the daily? Do you still watch TV? Or are you more of the streaming and Netflix, YouTube kind of thing? So when I saw that Kylie Jenner came out with the vlog, I was like, okay, this is definitely in her ballpark. She could definitely do this. She already has a few million subscribers on her YouTube channel. And sure enough, it's been 24 hours of her vlog being up, and she has over 10 million views on it. So here's my impression, my takeaway from Kylie Jenner's first vlog on YouTube. I think it was good. It wasn't a Keeping Up with the Kardashians style kind of thing. It was a YouTube vlogger kind of thing. She was recording herself most of the time. She started off in the morning saying that she was going to get glammed, and then you see little baby Stormy, and you kind of see her house a little bit, and she seems real and like relatable kind of now in her vlogs. That's what I think the disconnect was in her show on E! Was that it was a little too disconnected. We're used to seeing the older Kardashian sisters with the sit down like confessionals, but we don't want to see that from Kylie, like because she's younger and has that younger demographic. We want to see the more raw, relatable, authentic part of Kylie. And you can definitely see that in her vlog today. She's definitely likable. You are falling even more in love with her baby Stormy. You get to see behind the scenes stuff of her like cosmetic line, and she had some meetings. You see her mom in there. Kris Jenner's in there all the time because it's her momager. You get to see their relationship a little more. It's just more raw, okay? And I really, really liked it. That's someone that I subscribe to today. I'll definitely be checking out her other vlogs because I think they're cute and they're fun to look at. And also, since she's boss lady out here, she shows how it is being a mom and being a boss. And I think it's really cute. I really liked her vlog. Congratulations, Kylie, on your first YouTube vlog. Hopefully you'll be doing this more. I don't believe it's her editing them because I don't think she would have time. You guys, editing and putting together videos is a lot of work, especially if you want it to look entertaining or if you want it to be entertaining. So I don't think that she edits them, which I don't see a problem with it. Like, I don't have a problem that she doesn't edit it. But it's done really well. It's done very well. Congratulations. Like I said, Kylie Jenner. Hope we see more of these vlogs. If you hadn't checked out her vlog yet, you can hit up lacrystalrosas.com. Are you going to be watching this? Do you care that Kylie Jenner is on YouTube? I think it's kind of a big deal. Because like I said, since it didn't really work out with E, I could see it working out here. 10 million views, over 10 million views in one day. I don't even think her show on E was hitting those numbers. So I'm really, really excited about that. All right, how about we take a little step into Crystal's cave? Oh, no. Before that, I want to talk about the movie Ma. Do you guys like scary movies? Do you like thriller movies? I love thrillers. I love scary movies. It's hard to scare me, though. Like, it's hard for me to like a scary movie. I think my favorite scary movie is Sinister. And it's not a jump out at you scary. It's like kind of like a gory, like, oh my gosh, you kind of want to close your eyes scary thing. But I also really like thrillers. Like, I like Disturbia, movies like that where things pop out at you or it's kind of a mystery. And there's a brand new movie out called Ma with, what's her name? Octavia Jones. Octavia Jones is starring in Ma. And Octavia Spencer. Who's Octavia Jones? Octavia Spencer is starring in Ma, and it's basically a scary movie about this middle-aged Black woman who wants to be friends with high schoolers and buys them alcohol and wants to kind of fit in and be the cool adult, I guess. But the high schoolers start noticing that she's a little creepy, possessive, obsessive of them. And then they just like start finding out weird things. It's kind of like a killer movie, okay? A scary thriller killer movie. So here's like a little snippet from the movie Ma.
Are you guys mad at me for something? I mean, I risked my job so that you could have fun, and we definitely did. The least you could do is, say thank you.
That was the part where she was getting kind of obsessive as a friend. And my review on the movie, I don't want to give away too many spoilers because it just came out this weekend. My review on the movie is I really liked it. I wouldn't go see it again because you already get the gist of it and all the scare stuff is over once you already see it. So I wouldn't see it again. But if you're into movies that occasionally will make you jump, I definitely jumped like a handful of times. I definitely screamed at the top of my lungs like a few times from the scares of the jumps. Okay, so like scary in the sense of things jumping out at you, yes, and that's fun for me. So if you like that, you'll like that. There are a few parts in there that will make you jump for sure, for sure. If that's not your thing, then no, that's not your movie. In the sense of the plot, great plot. Like I think overall, like it was a good screenplay and the writing wasn't cheesy or trash. There were really good twists and turns because in movies, like Esteban actually saw it with me last night. My girl Angelina, I bring her up a lot too. The three of us went to go see it last night. And while we were watching it, I was kind of whispering to Esteban like, oh, this is going to happen. Oh, this is going to happen. But it didn't always happen. It wasn't very predictable, which I really liked. Don't you hate it when you watch a movie and you're like, oh, that was so predictable. I already knew that was going to happen. It wasn't like that a lot of the time. Like a lot of the time you assume the plot's going to go one way, but then it'll like take you on a weird turn. So I really like that. If you like movies that have different turns and are kind of outside of the box, you're going to like this one for sure. There were some parts where it was a little unnecessarily sexual. You know those movies where it's like it's rated R, but then they put things in there purposely to make it rated R, and it's like you really didn't have to do that. They had some like weird sexual parts in the movie where I was just like, y'all really don't have to put that in there. Like, did you? You're reaching for the rated R right now. I mean, I guess it kind of advanced the plot in some way because it made certain characters like look a little more scandalous or whatever the sense may be. But that was just, I don't know. I think it didn't really need that. And for one part of the movie, you see a wee-wee. You see a bare wee-wee. And I was not expecting that at all, you guys. I was watching with my 18-year-old little cousin, who to me is still 6 to me. So don't take kids to see Ma. Do not take kids to see Ma because there is like a naked wee-wee in there. And it was definitely shown for like 2 seconds. And you were like, whoa. And you were scared while it was happening. I don't want to give the part away because it was such a good part because I was literally screaming and closing my eyes as it was happening. Not because of wee-wee, because of the scariness. And then it led to the wee-wee. But yeah, don't take kids to see Ma. Do not take kids to see Ma. If I would say maybe like, if you have 15-year-old kids, it's going to be awkward with your 15-year-old kids. Let your kids see it themselves with their friends. And if you're an adult, just watch it with yourself. Don't bring your kids. And yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was scary enough. There was definitely gory parts in it too. Like there was blood in it. There was slashing of wrists in it. It was kind of gory sometimes. Not too gory, not like Saw movie gory level, but like if Saw is a 10, it was like a 4 or 5. What do you think? It was like a 4 or 5. Like it was a 5-6, as Stefan says. The gore, if we're saying 0 to 10, Saw is 10 and gore. Yeah, Ma was like a 5-6. So I think you should go watch it. I'm very picky going to movies to watch them. Like it takes a lot for me to get up out of my bed and go do something. And so I really, really did want to watch this movie. I think Octavia Spencer was really funny in it, really scary in it. But you also like her. Like I was like whispering to Esteban, like sometimes you feel bad for her. I'm like, oh, I feel so bad for her. Like, oh, I kind of like her. You are battling mentally in your head. You're like, dang, do I like this person? Do I not? She's a killer, but she like you kind of feel bad for her and you kind of like her. She's funny and really wants to fit in, but she's like a killer. So it was a good one, you guys. Definitely, I think you should go watch it. I got a few DMs from some of you guys today because last night when I went to go watch it, I got to be posting on my little Instagram stories. I was like, can't wait to watch them all. And some of y'all were like, oh, I heard it was trash or, oh, I didn't really like it, but I liked it. I don't know. Maybe it's easy for me to like things, but I don't think so. Cause it takes a lot, like I said, for me to get out of bed and actually go to watch a movie. And Ma's one of those movies that I really, really did want to watch. So that's my little review on Ma. Okay, now it's time to take a little stroll. Let's grab our nightcap. Let's grab our crystal nightcap and head into Crystal's Cave, where I talk about a little more personal things, like stuff that's happening with me or things that I can relate to. So this is pretty interesting, okay? On Saturday and Sunday was a San Leandro Cherry Festival. I grew up in San Leandro, so San Leandro is my stomping grounds. I've been going to the San Leandro Cherry Festival since I was little. I've been going since it was at the Marina Park in San Leandro, and now it's in downtown San Leandro, and it is popping every single year. The Cherry Festival is just popping off and getting bigger and getting bigger. And this year it was like a few blocks long. San Leandro coming up. We coming up out here. My dad works at a retirement home in San Leandro, and he told me that he wanted us to get matching cherry shirts. And we got matching cherry shirts, and we looked so cute. I got them from Amazon. And he told me that for his job, he was going to be driving like the little viejito bus, because that's what he does at his job. He drives around the little cute old people at the retirement home to their doctor's appointments or to church or whatever it may be. So he was going to drive his van full of the little viejitos for the Cherry Festival parade. So he told me that we had to be there at 8:30 in the morning. And y'all know me, I'm not a morning person. I'm not a morning person at all. I usually wake up between 11, 12, 1, 2, or 3 in the afternoon. But I thought this was going to be lit, especially since he wanted to get little matching shirts for us. I was like, you know what? I'll take one for myself. I'll take one for the team and wake up at 8 in the morning to be ready for 8:30. So I told my little cousin Esteban about it too, our producer, and he's like, yeah, I want to be there. Like, this is going to be lit. So he got up early too, and Esteban came over at 8 in the morning. Me, my dad, and Esteban headed over, and my little nephew Alex, if you guys have seen him on my socials, the little duck, we headed to my dad's job to drive the van for the Cherry Festival. So we get there and they're setting up and they have like cute balloon cherries on the huge van, and it looks all cute. Everyone's ready, has our little cherry shirts on, and my dad hears that the festival parade isn't going to start until 10, which is awkward because it was my Tio Chico's birthday and we were going to have breakfast at Otais in Alameda at 10:30. So for our family, it's always family first. So my dad was like, oh man, we're not gonna be able to make it. We're gonna have to get a backup driver to drive the van because we're not gonna be able to go to the Cherry Festival like that. We have to go to your Tio's for his birthday. And I was like, oh, okay, like whatever. Like, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. So my dad got a backup driver for the Cherry Festival, but we still wanted to go anyways. We knew that people were going to be setting up in the morning, and we knew we can kind of check out some of the tents that were set up and just check the ambiance before the things got popping. It got popping at the Cherry Festival. So we did. So around 8:45, 9 o'clock, we were on the Cherry Festival grounds. Things were already getting blocked off. Tents were already set up. A lot of the vendors were already ready anyways, since it was already closer to 9. And like something really, really funny and embarrassing happened to my dad. So we were walking around. My dad and I were taking cute little pictures for Instagram with our matching cherry shirts. Stefan, make sure to put a photo. Okay, cool. For all of us watching on YouTube, thank you guys again. So I'm wandering around, and this middle-aged lady comes up, this white lady comes up to my dad and I, and she goes, oh my God, can I take a picture with you? And my dad's like, sure. And my dad gets ready and poses for a picture with her. And he's totally ignoring my dad. She's totally ignoring my dad. And she goes, I used to listen to you every morning on the JV show. I listen to you now nights on Wild 94.9. My dad thought that this lady wanted a photo with him. Okay, my dad, since I've gotten this job and gotten a little popularity in the Bay, thinks he's famous too. And he is kind of famous too. He almost has 1,000 followers on Instagram. El Armando Rosas has almost 1,000 followers on Instagram. And my dad is the kind of person where whenever you meet my dad, wherever it is, however it is, you will never forget him. He's such a fun person. Super high energy, very loving, very likable. Like, you automatically are in love with my dad the first 5 seconds you meet him. And he knows a lot of people. He knows a lot of people. Our family, our Rosas family is very big here in the Bay Area. And he does, like, all the time. People are like, hey, güero. That's his name, like, el güero. The little white guy. That's his nickname. They're like, hey, el güero, na. So my dad always sees people, and a lot of the times he might not actually know the person by name, and he'll just be like, hi. So this wasn't odd for my dad, for someone to come up and like recognize him, but I think he also forgets that people know me now too. So he felt so butthurt when the lady just ignored him and was trying to get a photo with me. He was like, oh, okay. And the lady took a picture with me. We were all dying laughing. Esteban was there too. It was the funniest thing ever. And my dad was like, that was so awkward. I was like, yeah, like that was pretty awkward. Sorry, Pops. So shout out to that listener who came up to me at the Cherry Festival and said hi. So a story that actually popped off at the Cherry Festival made news. There is a man who got arrested for impersonating cops at the San Leandro Festival. And it's very interesting because Esteban was telling me that he saw this cop when we were walking around before it actually started. He saw that there was a cop with like a green vape box, a vape box. And Esteban thought it was very weird that this cop was vaping, because it's like how is a cop going to be vaping on the job? Isn't that's pretty odd? But, you know, it's 2019. Cops are my age now. Cops are 25, 26-year-olds. So we be wilding. We be reckless. If I saw that, I would also question it, but kind of just pass by it. So, Esteban, you're going to put the mugshot of the guy right here. And Esteban was like, I recognize him. He was vaping in front of my face. And I thought, why is this cop vaping? And you know how sometimes your mind plays tricks on you and you think you saw something and you're not sure if you did or not? I swear, I was swearing up and down to Esteban and to my dad. I just got off the FaceTime with my dad that I saw this cop getting arrested, and I thought in my head, it's kind of odd that a cop is getting arrested. Why is a cop getting arrested? But maybe I just made that up in my head because Esteban said he doesn't remember that. My dad says he doesn't remember seeing that. But I, in my head, do remember seeing that. Like, seeing that it was odd that cops are putting a cop in a police car. But yeah, apparently this guy, Sergio Taylor, he was apprehended by officers for impersonating a cop at the San Leandro Cherry Festival. This was Saturday morning. He's been on the run, or he's been a fugitive. He's been caught for doing this since November, and they've been on the hunt for him since November. They finally got him. And you must have something wrong mentally, right? If you're doing something like this, I don't really understand what the point of, maybe he just wants power or that level of power. I think you must be a little off in the head if you're out here impersonating cops. I actually know there was someone at my high school. There was a kid at my high school who I went to Bishop O'Dowd High School in Oakland, and there was this kid about 2 years older than me. All right, he was kind of a teacher's pet, so he was friends with all the teachers. He was friends with all the staff. He oddly had like the keys, like the master keys to like all the rooms at our school. I don't know how that happened, but he was a weird guy. He was definitely on the weird side of things. I'm not gonna lie, and that's not in a rude way. Like, you know how some people in high school, you kind of just remember like they were just a little odd. He was kind of like that, and I think it was 3 years after we graduated from high school, he got put away. He got sent to Santa Rita because he was impersonating a cop. He had one of those, I think it's like a Charger or like one of those cars that is a cop car. You know what I'm talking about? Those cop cars. He had a black one of those. And he would take it to school. Like, I remember he would take it to school. And apparently this kid was putting like magnets, like police magnets on the car, on this black car that he had. Again, this was 2 years after we graduated, or 3 years after we graduated. I know his name, but I don't want to put him on blast. And he had like siren, like you can buy sirens like on Amazon, where you just grab it from your car and you can put it on the roof of your car. He had those. He had bought guns. And he had a whole uniform, like a SWAT uniform, I think it was. And he would go around and pretend to be like an official, an officer or something. And he got caught. He definitely got caught for that. And I know, okay, you know how I was a police explorer in high school? I was like a police cadet. I was a police cadet for like 3 years in high school. I wanted to be a detective. So to be a detective, you have to be, I have a whole podcast about it, I think. To be a detective, you have to be on the streets for at least 10 years. So I had to be a cop before I wanted to be a detective. So I started off in the police cadet program. And that's definitely one thing. Like the police culture, the police, like any responder, like first responder cultures, like firefighters, policemen, stuff like that, you all have your own culture. When you ask someone something, it's generally the right answers, you know? So it's pretty easy to pick out someone who's impersonating a cop. And if you and the squad is kind of looking at someone a little weird, like someone wandering, they're not part of the squad, you don't know why they're there. Like in this case, at the San Leandro Cherry Festival, this guy was over here vaping. You kind of stand out like a sore thumb. And there's also other little things that are indications when someone's impersonating a cop or a first responder, like the type or brand of shoes you wear. Because, you know, some like police boots are cool and then other ones are like trash that people don't. There's like a lot of little things that I'm telling you. The way that your pins are on your uniform, the type of fabric your uniform is, or the brand of your uniform, the way you're styling your hair, wearing your hair. There's little indications where you can kind of tell, all right, he's part of the clique, he's not part of the clique. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it is pretty easy for officials to point out someone who's trying to impersonate them. And then again, you have one 1 minute conversation with this person, and off the bat, you will be able to realize if this person is being a phony or not. So apparently this is what happened with this guy, Sergio Taylor. He was arrested, and we'll see what happens with the rest of that story. So I think that's pretty much it, you guys, for tonight's episode of Crystal's Nightcap. I did want to give a shout out. One of my girls, you said you graduated school, so let me do that shout out real quick. Karina Steffens. Yeah. Karina, you said, okay. Karina Steffens _, you said, hey, Crystal, I need you to tell the world that I'm not stupid. I passed my exit exam for dental school. This is my biggest thing since keeping a human alive. Oh, that's so awesome. Yeah. So not only you're a mom, you're out here getting your college education on. Well, you're getting your dental education on. You passed your exit exam for dental school. So that means you're going to be a dentist. And congratulations, Karina. Thank you for listening. Thanks for being an awesome listener. You're always there for me. You're always responding to my stuff. So I want to give a shout out to you and a big congratulations for passing your dental school final exam. That sounds pretty hard. Not gonna lie about that. So if you have any advice or any questions or want to shout out on the next episode of Crystal's Nightcap, you know how to find me. Just reach me in the DMs at La Crystal Rosas on all socials, wherever you are watching or listening. Make sure you press the subscribe button. Make sure if you're watching on YouTube, you give it a big like. Let me know in the comments what you're liking about my YouTube videos, what you're liking about my podcast, what I can improve on. I always love criticism, no matter what it is. I always want to be better every single day. So thank you for listening. Thank you, Esteban, for helping out. That's that on that, and I'll see you on the next one. Mwah!